delays. However, today has been a much better day. A lot more.
Hey, what's up, guys? I wanted to catch this press conference from the Department of Transportation on the chaos, I guess, that's been happening. They say so supposedly it's improved.
Hello, everyone. I'm here.
I was having some connection issues too. Sorry about that.
Here with Frank McIntosh. He runs our air traffic control department at the FAA, better known as ATO. I just want to give you all an update on where we've been and where we are today and where I think we're going. So over the last 3 days, as many of you have reported, we have had significant staffing shortages with air traffic control.
Yeah, so you couldn't pay me to fly right now.
Saturday, Sunday, Monday, very rough travel days, significant cancellations and significant delays. However, today has been a much better day. A lot more air traffic controllers are coming in. So just for comparison, on Saturday, we had 81 staffing triggers. Today, we have 4. So I think our air traffic controllers are seeing an end to the shutdown and feel more hopeful, and they're coming into their facilities. So we're grateful to them for all that they're doing. I was just up in the tower here at O'Hare, and I'm proud of the men and women who have given to the country and have showed up for work, making sure our travelers are moving safely through the airspace. I'd also note that there are short air traffic controllers at this facility.
I ain't flying right now. You think I'm flying?
To come into the profession. Young men and women, some of the brightest in the country, have to come into this profession, and this shutdown is going to make that more challenging, more difficult for us to accomplish that goal. We used to have 4 air traffic controllers retire every day. We now have 15 to 20 air traffic controllers retiring a day. So that's a problem. Long after you all finish covering the shutdown, we are going to be stuck dealing with this problem where we're about 2,000 controllers short, trying to make up that difference.
Hell no.
We're going to do it. We're going to work on it, but that has been a problem of the shutdown. I mentioned I want our air traffic controllers to come back to work. So to be clear, anywhere from 24 to 48 hours after the government opens, they're going to get a photo ID and 70% of their pay. So 70% of their pay comes within 24 to 48 hours. So I encourage all of them to come to work, to be patriots and help navigate the airspace effectively for the American people. The remaining 30%, I think, will come in about a week after the government opens. I want to say thank you to Senate Democrats, the 8 of them that voted to open up the government.
Volume went down. What the? Can't hear nothing.
This is now going to go to the House. I encourage every single Republican and Democrat to vote to open the government. And I don't want to be Chicken Little for you all. I'm going to give you what I see.
Tell me.
So if the government doesn't open, if the House doesn't do its job, I've had questions about what happens for Thanksgiving. There's a lot of Thanksgiving travel. What's going to happen during that time frame? I'm going to tell you we are not going to get to Thanksgiving. You're going to see this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. The big disruption thus far, massively more disruption as we come into the weekend if the government doesn't open. It is going to radically slow down. So the House has to do its work. And by the way, I'm very hopeful. It seems like they're in a good mood to come in and vote to open the government. And again, I hope they do that. We're going to take your questions in a moment, but I do want to let you hear from our acting ATO, head of our air traffic controllers, to talk about what he's seen. Then we'll come back and we'll take some of your questions. So, Frank.
Good afternoon, and thank you, Mr. Secretary. But before I say anything else, I do want to thank the men and the women, the air traffic controllers, our supervisors, our technicians, our individuals that work at our FAA JTOC and Command Center who have kept this system running over unprecedented times, under unsure times of when the next paycheck's going to come and how they're going to make ends meet. And through it all, they kept everyone at this airport safe, as well as all the airports around the country. Mr. Secretary, I also want to thank you for visiting these facilities, spending time with our controllers and our technicians and our managers to understand the problem and to hear from them firsthand. I can't tell you how much it means to them to have a boss come and listen to that and listen to them and how we're going to get past this shutdown. From the Air Traffic Organization, we're extremely hopeful that we are on the eve of the shutdown. And the reason why I'm saying that is this past weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, witnessed 3 of the highest staffing trigger numbers out of the 4 that we've had on record during the shutdown. Out of these whole entire days, we've seen 3 staffing triggers, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, that severely impacted the operation. Normally, what we will do is we'll put in ground delay programs that you'll see your flights being delayed. That's a normal protocol. This past weekend saw us put in airspace flow programs where we had to slow the entire country down, which forced massive cancellations and delays. This is not sustainable for our air traffic controllers, for our technicians, and for the American public. For our controllers who are working and worried about what's going to happen to them, rest assured, when the shutdown's over, they will be made whole, and they'll be made whole within a week. What's really important for us is getting back to business. And what I mean by that is Thanksgiving is coming up. This is the time where everybody comes and connects with their loved ones. This is the time where air traffic controllers and technicians say, it's go time. It's go time for us. We want the shutdown to be over. We want our controllers back on the boards doing what they do best, which is separating traffic and keeping everyone safe. We look forward to getting back to business once this shutdown is over and ensuring that we once again hold true to what we promised to everyone in this room and across the country. We got you, we'll keep you safe, and rest assured we'll get through this together. Mr. Secretary?
Thank you. I want to thank Frank as well. He's done a masterful job at the FAA navigating this crisis for us. A couple points, and I'll take your questions. As we come into Thanksgiving, this is the Super Bowl of air traffic controlling, right? It's massive movement of Americans. And again, this shutdown is going to get us to a place where we can get controllers back in our facilities controlling the airspace. I want to bring up one issue that I'll take your questions. You saw on Friday, no, on Saturday, we reduced our flights by 4%. So 4% of commercial aviation had to be canceled. Now, some have claimed that this was based on politics. This was based on pressure. And I would just tell you that this information to do this reduction in flights by 4% on Saturday, it came from the safety office. The safety office made the recommendation, they elevated it, and we implemented it. And I'd also note on Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, the cancellations in the airspace were higher than 4%. Right? So some might argue we didn't cancel enough flights. Today, we increased it by another 2%. So we're at 6% of cancellations of flights in the airspace. Some have asked, when are you going to start rolling those back? The answer to that is this has all been data-based. We've seen incursions on runways. We've seen loss of separation in the airspace. And we've seen heightened complaints by pilots of the communication they're having with air traffic controllers. When this information goes in the wrong direction, we have to make decisions to keep people safe. You all saw it with the DCA air crash. The last administration didn't see the 85 near misses that happened in that airspace. They didn't take action. They didn't look at the data. So we are going to look at the data and make the best decisions possible to keep the traveling public safe. That's what we've done. When that data changes, we're going to start taking down from 6, maybe we'll go to 4, 2, and get back to normal air travel. But I want to just clarify what we've done and why we've done it with the reduction of flights. And by the way, I think that by having a system-wide reduction where people and airlines can think through the cancellations, that's far safer than seeing hotspots around the country and random cancellations and delays. It leaves airplanes stuck at certain airports. It leaves crews stuck in other locations. It's way harder to manage. So we think this was the best approach. to reduce the risk in the system and improve safety. So with that, happy to take your questions. Yes.
All right, so that's the O'Hare update.
Top 12, with some small exceptions to that rule. You can't fly in a private aircraft, so no one's flying in here, but for those small exceptions. We've reduced private.
So yeah, as somebody said in the chat, the House still has to vote, and then the presidential approval. I guess they didn't agree on the healthcare subsidy stuff, so it's still kind of ongoing. But I guess it's moving in the right direction. Chaos.
Jet travel or general aviation.
You couldn't pay me to fly right now. Ain't no way I'm flying right now. Man, unless I really had to.
By 10%, as well as if there are delays in the system, cancellations in the system, we've also put in restrictions that say commercial aircraft take a priority. The private jet travel would have to go to a different airport. So we are prioritizing the commercial traveler, the people who are coming through this airport. Now, I flew in on American Airlines from Wausau, Wisconsin today. I flew on Delta last night from DC. So no, I'm a commercial flyer. Thank you.
Just as a quick follow-up to that, I believe there are, I think I saw a figure of 1,700 plus private jets taking off yesterday alone around the country. What do you say to the people here who've been stranded for days in Chicago alone?
Wow, stranded for days.
Maybe don't have the means to fork over hundreds or thousands of dollars to do so.
So listen, I'm not at war with private jets. If there's an airport that doesn't have shutdowns and delays and it's not one of my top airports and they want to fly their private jets out of there, that's fine. Or you want to fly your little Cessna out of there, that's fine too. I'm concerned about the airports that have the major disruption, right? So I'm not at war with anybody in aviation. I'm just trying to efficiently and effectively navigate the restrictions that we've had with air traffic controllers and make sure that commercial aviation is traveling well throughout the system, which would make sense. I think that's what anyone would do. Yes?
Hey, Patrick with NBC5 Chicago. So just to clarify, you said if the government doesn't reopen, we could see more than 10% delays, and some airlines might even ground planes. Have you talked to airlines about that, or what are you basing that off of?
I'm going to tell you that in the information that I have, you have significant disruption where you may find airlines that stop flying. Full stop. And what we see with our air traffic controllers, good day today, if the House doesn't pass this bill, I think you're going to look at Saturday, Sunday, and Monday as tiddlywinks. It was beautiful. It's going to get much worse than that. And we had talked about, and I had even mentioned, I think it would come at Thanksgiving. I don't think that's the case right now. I think it comes well before Thanksgiving. I think we would see that significant disruption coming this next weekend, maybe as early as Friday. And I think you're going to have airlines that make serious calculations about whether they continue to fly. Full stop. I'll do one more question, then I got to run.
What are the next steps to getting them that technology?
New technology for air traffic controllers. So I need
ChatGPT. Man, hell nah. I mean, they need some ChatGPT. I don't know if they're going to use AI. I mean, I think they already use some type of AI for like data and stuff, but the AI systems are so like incorrect all the time.
$31.5 billion to do this build. The big beautiful bill gave me $12.5 billion. So we're in the process of picking an integrator. No offense, Frank. The FAA does a great job at safety. They don't know how to build. So we're going to have an outside company manage the build. We're going to have radios, voice switches, new radar, new telecom. We have to switch from analog to digital. By the way, that's somewhat complicated to do that, and especially while we keep the airspace operational. That's what we have the money for right now. I'm hopeful that the Congress is going to give me the rest of the money. This is bipartisan, by the way. Republicans and Democrats agree we need the money. When I get the rest of those dollars, we are going to work on what's called a common automation platform, basically the software that's going to run our airspace.
Software.
It has to be brand new.
It's also.
It has to be developed, debugged, and then deployed. So that's going to take us longer than I think the 3-year period that we're on right now. And then the air traffic controllers, they need brand new equipment. You've seen the paper strips they use for flights. We're trying to move this to digital flight strips. Again, it's great 1985, 1993 equipment. It's a blast from the past, but we should live today and technology from today. And I would just tell you, what we're doing isn't easy. And because it isn't easy, no one else has done it. Everyone else has passed it off. And Frank and I and Brian Bedford, but most importantly, President Trump has said, actually deliver for the American people, fix this system. And so that's exactly what we're going to do. And by the way, I talked about what this shutdown does for air traffic controllers. That's real. But it hasn't done that for this mission to modernize the airspace. We were given the money in the big, beautiful bill, so we had it in our coffers at the FAA. So that process has continued to move forward, which I'm grateful for. So that has not been delayed, though the air traffic controller issue is going to be a problem that we're going to deal with into the future. By the way, Chicago's been, at least today, running well. Love the air traffic controllers. I hope they get my flight out on time today. I put a good word in for myself. I'm kidding. But again, I fly to here quite a bit as well. I want to thank you for coming out and covering the story. Our mission, again, keep people safe. Keep people safe and do whatever we have to, no matter what the political noise is, to make sure that objective is accomplished. With that, thank you very much.
Damn, bro. Damn. Laughing Dog, thank you for the 5 says just pretend to be illegal. Man, so we'll see what happens. I mean, I guess it's going to go through. It has to go through the House. I don't foresee it not going through. But let's take a look at some just random stories and clips for a little bit, hang out for a bit. I had an issue starting the stream, so hopefully the next stream will be smoother. And I also was trying to figure out this Starlink installation on the roof and all that stuff. Hopefully by Thursday I'm fully up and running and the internet has less issues. But I was randomly scrolling. I wanted to see this, and it says that there was this unreal. The operator of Muni Metro train station in San Francisco falls asleep or passes out at the controls. Passengers were flung about. The operator blamed the mechanical failure. Oh, let's see what we got here. Sleeping. Chase. No chase that I see. Sleeping. Oh, shit. I missed it. I looked away for a second. Oh, shit. Yeah, we gotta see that again. What is this? This is a train? I guess? Oh, my God. Did she hit something, though? Because the thing... Oh, I don't know. Oh shit, she's freaking out. Wait, what is this that she's driving? What the fuck? No, it's a train. Did it derail or something? Okay, there. Oh. Oh, it's just going really fast. Damn. What the hell is it?
I'm sorry. breathe. Relax. 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 We didn't crash. Relax. Relax. It wouldn't stop. Relax. We're okay. It just wouldn't stop. It wouldn't stop. It would not stop. The emergency brake wouldn't even hit. Look, it's on.
Look at Blob
It wouldn't even stop.
just before.
I don't know what happened. So I'm going to go up here and I'm going to ask them to
The
check
blob
the
against the
train,
wall?
okay?
Can we get off? I didn't even know the offense.
You guys need to get off. 1 second.
Yeah, then kicking him off. I mean, not that I'd want to stay on anyway, but
We have to get off. I don't think it would have to be on.
But did you die? Wow. Does she get back in, or they're just gonna replay? No, she's driving again. Let's see. Okay. Oh no, this is the story she's telling them. I wonder if she was supposed to slow down when exiting the tunnel. Hell nah. Hell nah. Let me see. I saw a couple of things. Oh, this was there was a plane crash. Oh yeah, this is close to me in Coral Springs, Florida. Florida. Apparently it was a CEO and his daughter, they're saying now. Plane crash. Oh, sorry. They crashed into a pond, apparently. 2 people were killed after a small plane that was carrying some hurricane relief supplies to Jamaica crashed. Wow. CEO and his daughter, 53-year-old, flying a Beechcraft King Air with his daughter, 22 years old. That's crazy. Nosedived into a small lake. That's horrible for her to die so young like that. I mean, horrible he died too, but apparently there's a Florida sheriff, Wayne Ivey, is literally bulldozing drug houses. Let's check it out. Bulldozing drug houses.
Hello, everyone. I'm Sheriff Wayne Ivey, the Brevard County Sheriff's Office. And this house right here, yeah, it made the sheriff's high-intensity target list, so you know what's happening. We're going to take these, and we're going to tear this piece of crap down because we've had repeated calls for service here, drugs, flop house, all sorts of craziness, people shooting in there, everything else. You might remember this place, though, because out front is where they put all the graffiti up talking about how much they hated the sheriff's office and how they didn't like me. Well, guess what? Now they got a reason not to like me because we're going to tear their little playhouse down. David, you ready? Terry, you ready? Let's go tear their playhouse down.
Oh, should they put music on this too? I don't know if it's copyright, but wow.
And before any of you soft on crime little crybabies start talking and saying, oh, you can't do that, it's illegal. Everything we're doing's legal. And we've done it the right way with the proper paperwork and everything else. Folks, I wouldn't let anybody live in this. It's uninhabitable. It is festered with drugs and everything else. This place is not safe for anybody. It's been condemned, and we are taking it out. So everybody, you see what happens when you sell drugs, have a flop house, nuisance house, all of the above. Because once you make the sheriff's high-intensity target list, we're coming. This team right here, this is our unit, and we're gonna tear your little playhouse down. So here's the thing: if you don't want your playhouse torn down, don't break the law. Don't do drugs. Don't be a nuisance house. Don't have prostitution. All of those things. Don't annoy your neighbors because we're not going to have it. We are going to have peace in our neighborhoods. And if you don't want to be on our social media site, don't break the law in Brevard County.
The nuisance property was destroyed. Don't be a nuisance. Okay, that's Florida. I didn't get to see what this was either. Just posted a couple hours ago. This was an Arkansas State Police dash cam video shows Trooper Alexandria Duncan wrestling with a speeding suspect. I guess she couldn't take her down.
Give me that taser now.
Oh, shit.
No, no.
This is the dramatic moment a passerby helps a female cop detain an
snap.
out-of-control suspect
Wow.
after a wild chase.
Oh, damn, yeah, he was about to take out the officer.
Move, ma'am, move.
He was trying to help.
Trooper Alexandria Duncan had pulled over Angel Zapet Alvarado for speeding at 114 miles per hour, but the situation quickly escalated when he resisted arrest.
Get out of the car. Put your hands behind your back. Why? You're going to jail. Why?
I shouldn't speak English, I guess.
Witnessing the struggle, Kylie Sutton bravely intervened,
Wow.
risking her own safety to assist Trooper Duncan.
Oh, he threw the taser away.
Give me that taser now. No.
Yeah, she could have got killed in this process, too. You know how many accidents we've seen, even cops or people just getting killed, even just being parked on the side of the road like this. Yeah, she needed help. This guy was going to probably overtake her. He could have killed her or taken off. Oh, shit. Choke him. Choke his ass. Damn. I think that the lady's more equipped than the cop.
With Sutton's help in restraining the suspect, Duncan was able to draw her service weapon, firing one round that struck Zapet Alvarado in the right temple.
Wow.
Zapet Alvarado was transported to Mercy Hospital, Northwest Arkansas, where he was treated and later released to law enforcement. Trooper Duncan received treatment for non-life-threatening injuries. Had it not been for Sutton's heroic actions, this could have ended tragically.
Yeah, it could have been way worse. Yeah, he definitely would have overpowered this cop and possibly even shot her or killed her. Well, here's something that I know is going to frustrate people because as I was scrolling, I saw this too, and I know there's a lot of dog lovers, pet lovers. This one's something else, and this is out of Nashville. Cops in Nashville seek to ID person who dragged dog chained to car.
What? Sky Ridge Drive, where you can see what appears to be a silver Nissan Altima driving up and down the road. Then behind it is a young dog chained to the back of the car, running to keep up.
It blows my mind that somebody be just openly in the middle of a Sunday doing that around the neighborhood.
The dog is caught on camera passing multiple houses around 9:30 a.m. Then, at some point, the chain must have snapped, and that's when Shelby and Addison Harvett found him.
When we got him, he wasn't eating, drinking, and any type of movement or any type of noise at all. Like, his tail's tucked between his legs. He's, like, hiding.
They were able to get him inside and contacted the Metro non-emergency line. Somehow, the dog is uninjured. They say in the day they spent with him, the shaking, timid pup started showing off his playful personality.
Instantly got excited that we were downstairs, and he's going to...
That's nice. Save the dog. There was this Orlando airport meltdown, too. This was posted yesterday. Some lady went nuts flying Southwest. What? Oh, hell no.
Ooh, that's assault.
3 weeks. 3 weeks for my money, right? 3 weeks for my money, right? 3 weeks for my money, right? 3 weeks for my fucking money, right?
Oh, shit. What's going on?
Oh! 2 flights wasted. 2 flights wasted. 2 flights, 2 flights, 3 planes. After 45 minutes.
Is that a joke?
Call the police.
For who?
Call the police.
Your security sucks.
I have my rights. So that's what I want. Get police. Yeah, because no, it's not your brother who's dying.
Video.
It's not your brother that you need to go disconnected. Right?
You just stand in line?
Oh, hell. Oh, and what ended up happening? She get in trouble? She get arrested? Somebody said deport her. This was another. This was a pilot that snapped. This was, I think, a couple of days ago, and he snapped regarding, I think, the shutdown.
I don't really care what your political persuasion is, but you should really call your senator, because I'll tell you, this is costing the airlines millions of dollars. And just think of 30 airplanes with one engine running, and it's going to take us at least 90 minutes to take off.
Man.
So it's frustrating. It's really frustrating for me. Because right now it's going to cost about 2 hours of our lives on the ground before we even take off, spend all that gas, all that money, and it just rolls into the rest of this system. So right now we're at a 4% reduction in flight capacity. Next week we go to 10. Last night I had a 6-hour delay in Houston, and the weather was perfect. It's because the air traffic controllers aren't getting paid. So it's a weekend. I don't really care what.
Wow. Pilot snaps. Had enough. Oh, this was another story too. This was kind of like there's this guy that was caught apparently in North Dakota, and he was seen soaking bed sheets in a guest hot tub at Expressway Suites. I guess this was his way of cleaning the sheets or something. Or maybe he tosses them in here and then throws them in the dryer.
I saw bed sheets being thrown into the guest hot tub.
At first I thought maybe it was down, the drain was broke, they couldn't get it, you know, they were trying to soak up the water. But then he's still adding more in there. I'm just like, what is going on?
They said they watched an employee dump sheets in and mix it around with a broom.
That's disgusting. I'm like, you're kidding. Like, are we sleeping on those sheets? You know, like, I was really disgusted.
Hot tubs are heavily chlorinated, but due to the high presence of bodily fluids, they can create a breeding ground for bacteria.
Just sitting in one, you know, and with that heat, your skin will just literally come off.
The family contacted hotel management looking for answers.
I did leave the video there and let them know how kind of disgusted I was, knowing that I'm sleeping in sheets that are washed in a hot tub.
In a recorded phone call, an employee said these are not dirty sheets. They're washed beforehand and are put into the hot tub to get stains out.
The sheets are then put into the hot tub, and then
shit.
It gets out tiny little stains. The hot tub is drained. It is really heavily cleaned with a huge deep cleaner.
Wow. And I don't know if you guys remember that story we covered like a week ago, I think, or days ago, about the this person that I guess is trans and was in the gym locker room for the woman. Apparently they found out that this person was beat their ex-wife, brutally beat their ex-wife, and they were convicted. So that's interesting. More has come out. Another reason why this person shouldn't be in these bathrooms, just dangerous. The mug shot of this person here, Grant. That's the lady there. A 21-year-old woman, Florida. Oh yeah, this woman arrested. A 21-year-old Florida woman identified as Yasmin Iraso has been arrested after authorities say she was caught driving 107 miles per hour and reportedly told police officers she wanted to get to Little Caesars before it closed. Wow. All right, pimps. I guess that's it for now. We'll see what today brings. We have fallen. Oh yeah, it's cold as hell in Florida. It is. Well, for me, it's like, to me, it's freezing right now. I had the doors open most of the day, but then I kind of closed it for a little bit to kind of. It's not too bad. It's 65 outside right now. It's not that bad, but it was like in the 40s this morning. Iguanas are falling out of the trees. They're saying. Florida. Oh, what state for the lady? Was it Florida too? I don't see. Florida, yeah, Florida woman. Oh, Lord.
And you can see a pretty large response there on the tarmac. We're being told that one of the people movers hit the dock as it was pulling up to the terminal. The collision happening about an hour ago, 4:30 this afternoon. Passengers have now been offloaded. They are currently being checked out by emergency crews there for potential injuries. The airport is open and operating as normal. Of course, as soon as we bring you any updates, you'll hear them right here on Fox 5.
There was a story, too, about this house cleaning lady that
Fox flying over.
showed up to the wrong address, and the person just shot and killed her. They said she didn't even ring the bell. Like, she just walked up, it was the wrong house, and they just shot her. Let's see. Gotta be really careful these days now, man, because people are just itching to shoot.
Maria Florinda Rios Perez was a mother, a wife, and a sister. Her family is now seeking justice after she was shot and killed when she showed up to clean a home but was given the wrong address here in Whitestown. According to her husband, Mauricio Velasquez, he and his wife had been cleaning homes for 7 months. He says he double-checked the address before they arrived at the home where his wife was shot and killed in the Heritage subdivision of Whitestown. I never thought it was a shot, but I realized when my wife took 2 steps back, she looked like she'd been hit in the head. She fell into my arms, and I saw the blood. It went everywhere. The couple has 4 children. Their youngest is only 11 months old. Now, Mauricio has to raise his family as a single father. What I need now is for there to be justice because he took her life in that sense. I don't believe that's human. He's an animal, a dog, a deer to kill in that way. Now I am a father and mother for my children, for my daughters, and he's happy at home. Nicole Armenta of Whitestown started a GoFundMe for the family. They want to have Maria buried in her home country of Guatemala. She says she does not know the family, but wants the family to be able to access the thousands of dollars in donations that have already come in.
It gives me hope for humanity, I guess, in a sense, to know that there's so many people out there that have compassion for others, even when they don't know them.
In Whitestown, I'm your Boone County community reporter, Meredith Hackler, WRTV.
Police say they came to a home in the Heritage subdivision just before 7 a.m. November 5th on Maze Lane, east of Main Street Park. After they received a call for a possible home invasion, when they arrived, police said that they found Perez on the front porch home dead. At this time, the police is not releasing the homeowner's name. Damn, bro. All right, I'm gonna head out for now, man. Head out for now. Guy actually says, did the person actually who pulled the trigger attempt to render aid? I have no idea. It doesn't seem like there's much information on this. Let me look at some other articles real quick. I really wonder if that 911 call, oh, somebody's breaking in, was just a cover for shooting and killing somebody, or did they actually think somebody was breaking in and they called and then shot him? Yeah, they haven't identified the shooter. At the center of the complexity, Indiana's Stand Your Ground law, which allows residents to use deadly force. I don't know. All right, guys. I'll take care. I'll catch you guys later. All right. Peace. Thank you so much. We'll see what else pops off today and the rest of the week. Of course, I know now that I'm back, it's going to be probably quiet, but all right. Bye. Bloop. Bloop, 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 bloop. Yeah, Rachel. I remember that lady that killed the neighbor who killed the mother of the kids. There's a show on Netflix. I haven't watched it.